George, be honest with me real quick. Was that your favorite burnout? How did that burnout lay out of all the burnouts you've ever done?
Definitely my favorite burnout. My favorite burnout.
Awesome.
I have my wife in there. Got a wife now. Walking around like, that's my wife. Yeah, I'm gonna get a table for my wife.
You looking at my wife?
No, it was awesome, dude. It was cool. And plus I was looking good, feeling good, smelling good.
Doesn't happen that often.
Doesn't happen often at all. It was a good burnout too, dude. The black marks are like black.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a brand new set of tires.
That was one hell of a burn. Even the car people were just like blown away that was going on.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, dude, I don't know if you knew this. So there was some dude that went by and we were trying to like direct traffic.
Black SUV,
yeah, black SUV going down, and he's like, what the hell are all these people out here for? And he had him and his family or something in there.
Yeah.
And he had to stop, went over to the side and just like, what's going on here? And then you freaking ripped it right in front of him, went down like a quarter mile, you know? So that was awesome.
I seen him come back through and say something.
Well, that was cool,
yeah,
man.
It was sick, dude. It was awesome. Felt good.
Well, Rodney's looking pretty good, still in really good shape. And look, man, you're getting ready to ship him to Indy, and we're hoping this is going to be our first victory. And dude,
victory for Fasterproms.
You believe it. You better believe it. You have it coming. I totally believe you got it in the bag, but you just got to make it happen. It's just a matter of execution. So
yeah, it's going to be good. We should have been looking on his good side.
Is there a good side? So red tires, you guys are the first to know it. That'll be you'll be able to see George at Indy if you go to Cleetus and Cars there. Red tires.
The other one's blue.
Oh, okay. Well, hell yeah, it's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be.
We got to get you a GoPro.
Purple cloud.
We got to get you a couple GoPros.
Yeah.
Well, dude, Rodney's been ripping. I had it over at my house for a little bit, and I was so tempted to take it out. Actually, like last night, had a few guys over, you know, and I was like, man, I really should just. Really wanted to. Yeah.
I didn't know the tire. You should have freaking put the tires on there and took a sketchy thing. Not so much not having a tag, but it doesn't have any lights on the back.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, me driving it on the trailer with no lights on it, that was not fun.
Oh, at night?
Yeah, because when I picked it up from the wedding, bro, going up on the trailer, it was like Space Mountain. There's like no lights, and you're going up, and there's. Laz, are you a little sad that you kind of lost the lip though? Kind of takes away from your Joker face a little bit.
It's still there.
Yeah, ish. Guys, wish us luck. We're really hoping that George can take home his first victory. We believe we have all the right recipe to be able to make Rodney Burnout champ in no time. So guys, when we were building Rodney, we actually could not get the flex fuel to work totally right. I don't remember what the situation was. That was like such a blur of time, but we're on kind of a weird fuel blend, and we really want to go back drag racing as well as Burnout. I really like.
It was fun.
It was, dude. I was fun to watch this thing.
Felt good, boy.
Go faster and faster.
So slow off the line. But
It is. It is. So again, we're probably going to do something potentially with either Circle D and or whenever you get your built 4L80, but with the 4L80. So Sloppy Mechanics has a thing where they do this poor man's trans brake. You basically can hit it, you lock it in second or third, I think it is. You let off the button, and then it's just like it's a trans brake. It's sick. So this thing would launch stupid hard, and dude, we need you to run with Ricky. That's what we need.
Yeah.
So we got a buddy Ricky who's got a super nasty truck, and he's got that thing pretty quick, dude.
Got some pretty pennies in that thing.
Yeah, it's got a lot more pennies than we got in this one, that's for sure.
More pennies.
Yeah, yeah.
But the trans will have it'll be a forward manual valve body. We'll have a trans brake, and I got the 2-step, so it's gonna be pretty rowdy.
Yeah, well, we need to get back to there, but we're blending fuel. So that's what I was getting at, is we've been blending fuel the whole time. We'll probably end up going like 50-50, and because we had to pull the fuel pump back out and all that other junk the day of Cleetus and Cars when we were building this, it was like we threw mystery fuel back in there, and I just tune it like that. We don't know what the percentage is. Or, take a sample. Yeah, we probably should do that. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we should try that.
I don't know why we don't do it right all the time.
Well, sometimes
you just can't find the testing tube and you just go for it.
All right, well, maybe let's test it.
If we can find the tube.
We found our tester right here. We've used this guy a bunch. Has been pretty accurate. This is going to help us be able to tune this thing right. We don't kind of know what kind of fuel mixture this thing has. You fill that thing right up there with water and then top it off, shake her up, separates. I think we're going to be somewhere in the 50s. So we're going to have to guess. We've never done it like this.
Oh, a little more. A little more. All right.
All right. A broken fella right there. Got it. I wonder what our Gatorade percentage is. All right, here, go ahead and cap her off, shake her up.
Cap's got a hole in it, so.
Yeah. We'll just give her some time.
Oh,
jeez. Oh, no.
The brake broke now?
Yep. No, we'll probably put some tape on her and let her live again.
70, 60.
We're gonna have to get a micrometer here. We'll come back in a second. So in my world of tuning here, this is kind of like a cruel joke. Yeah, George was like, when we were testing it, we were turning it up and all that. And you might as well. Say it again.
You know, it's pretty much on 93.
I was like, what? Yeah, dude, I'm pumped. This is gonna be awesome.
I'm pretty sure it's on like mostly 93 also. Because remember the...
I wish I knew that. He's like, We just measured this here, and it looks like about 350 thousandths is our 10%. So we're gonna go from there, and oh boy, that's a lot of percentage.
What is it?
So we're
1.25.
1.25. So we got to divide that. So, yeah, so we got 35, 70, 105, and then we're almost. So we're like down 30, 40. Almost 40% from 70. Probably 35% roughly, just shooting from the hip there. So we're probably only 35% if this does continue that way. So this is a shot in the dark, but we definitely that's a little less than I wanted at the boost that we're running at. So
you got a lot of timing.
Should probably say a prayer for Rodney.
Well, he stayed alive for the wedding burnout, but that wasn't near as long as the next one's gonna be.
It was pretty long.
Yeah, I guess it flew by.
Yeah, man. Dude, this shine up stuff is pretty good.
Flow shine.
Flow shine. Lad's won that in a raffle.
For everything. Engines, so I sprayed the whole engine.
It actually looks a lot better.
Dude, the cowling looks like freaking brand new.
Each year, like, Lads has killed it at these raffles and
winning high dollar stuff.
Yeah, like thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
Got greedy with it this time. Spent all kinds of money on tickets.
Yeah, $200.
Got him some flow shine.
Yeah, got $6 worth of stuff this time.
$60 value. Thank you very much.
$60 value?
Yeah,
$10 a bottle.
Bottles of this, man.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you said $6. Seemed even funnier, you know.
$6 value.
Woo! Put it on the sun, let it bake in.
Yeah. Look at that grill on there, man. You didn't want that back, did you?
Hey, if there's somebody that no, I'm good. I mean, you have it, dude.
Someone was supposed to send a grill.
If somebody knows of some lights that are like something like that,
like a sideways headlight.
Yeah, I think it would look sick.
2 LED pods, 4 pods.
No, I think it's. You can do LED something or others in there, you know. I guess you could probably find a custom LED that would be there.
We could probably put like a C7 headlight, stand it up.
Or I was thinking CTSV.
That sounds expensive, actually.
Yeah, it's way too expensive.
So the flow shine's soaked in on there.
Dude, I just got a grill, and they have this stuff called like grill seasoning, and it's supposed to like put the black on. You put it on, you bake it on, and it gets black, and it stays black, so you just cook on it instead of it oxidizing. I thought that was pretty neat. I was looking at this, I was like, I guess you could put grill seasoning on it, and it stays black. And it always smells something like, you know,
steaky.
Cooking in the air. Yeah.
We should try that. Grill seasoning on the turbos.
Really higher on our objective list to be able to make Rodney last. And I think that's a really hard line item to hit with being as it's a burnout truck. It is really difficult sometimes to get these things to live. And now that we just turned it up like another 4 pounds of boost, we're just hoping and praying. It's not a naturally aspirated motor, you know. I mean, there's a lot more things that can go wrong, but we believe we have the rest. You know, old Jack Stan's truck has definitely been reliable. That's going to be tough to beat. I think that's the benchmark. Is there anything else you can think of that would be better than that?
Good benchmark to go after. I mean, neighbor maybe.
That's a ridiculous benchmark.
I mean, I don't see why. Both two strong competitors.
Yeah, definitely. Only time will tell.
For where Jack Stand buzz wheeled your windshield.
I've done a little bit of effort here. So like when George was doing the burnout with his wife the first time, I took it up there, I pulled it off the trailer, and I about gagged because the death smell is most definitely still there.
That was after I poured Groovy Grape in here.
It was. Now the other thing too is that I've poured all sorts of stuff in there, sprayed everything down, and Laz was just telling me right down in there, oh my God. That's aggressive, dude. That was really aggressive.
It's gonna be strong.
Laz tells me that there is like a decayed juice patch of where the squirrel died right in there.
Oh, that's where I gotta put
Yeah, well, let's clean it with some brake clean first, dude.
He doesn't say it, that's why I need to clean it. He said that's where I gotta put the stuff.
Yeah, let's clean it first, dude.
Yeah, you can see a little squirrel guts right there.
Oh,
Dang
dude.
it, yeah. That's
Sorry.
probably where the smell's coming from.
I mean, I've had it out at my house and in the sun with the windows up. It is wretched still. It really comes back out. It's so ripe here.
Comes right back out. It's probably in this thing here too.
Oh, give it a little spit shine.
I don't know if I can do anything with that wind. Pretty rough.
Oh
Please.
gosh, the hair is just stuck on there.
Oh.
Dude, you got a whole set of love.
See, I was a firm believer that the smell was.
Oh, look at the squirrel fuzz.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is really gross, dude. I honestly thought since we pulled out the carpets, that was solved. I didn't realize it was off to the side sill right there at all.
Sneaky little guy.
Oh.
Like a squirrel.
Well, guys, wish us luck here. We want to be out, win our first burnout competition with Rodney. Heck yeah, dude. All right, everybody. Well, wish us luck. We don't want to be underdog no more.
Big dog.
Bring in the hammer.
Let me show you how good Super Clean works, okay? If you got a little bit of a spill, okay,
Well,
you get this here, Super Clean floor absorbent. Now, they sent us some of this before, and I said, y'all, we're gonna need some more of that, because look at this right here. Look at this right here. That was probably a little too much. That was way too much because it works so good. Watch this right here. You take that, pat it dry,
that was a very loving pat right
get a
there.
broom. Well, okay. I probably could have rubbed it in a little better, but
I wish you want to use my shirt.
you don't need this one anymore. And look at that.
It's like it was never there.
It's like it was. What's that? Did I slip? Nope. Super clean. And if it's bad, you just take a little bit of foaming degreaser.
That's fair for you.
Get you a clean rag.
Get one of Laz's shirts.
Look at that, dude.
Look at that. Look at the clean
It's the
spot.
cleanest spot on the floor.
Nothing like Super Clean. My personal favorite, foaming degreaser. I'm pretty sure you can get it at O'Reilly's and AutoZone and other. You can even get it at Walmart, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that.
Guys, I wanted to stop and say thank you very much for your support. You guys that have ordered a Rodney poster or your Uncle Sam poster, which we still have about 40 of those left. I want to remind you that we got our flag shirts restocked and they are ready to ship. We appreciate you guys. It gives us fuel to keep on doing what we're doing. Without you guys' support, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. You guys can check the link in the description. We got a bunch of other stuff, stickers, hats, t-shirts, lanyards. Every little bit of it helps us push us a little farther. So thank you guys for what you do. Welcome to our nightmare here. Give us the rundown.
Always one.
People have said, hey, that truck, that's been on the lift for a long time. Yes. Yes, it has.
After the second round of mods and the heads cam was done with the Pro Charger, not shortly after all the dyno pulls and everything, there was a main failure. We did hear from some friends from different dealerships that that's a common thing on the newer 6.2s.
Okay, so come to find out, we had talked to a number of other different people that have had experience and are working at dealers, and they're like, yeah, we got like 3 of them in right now, or 1 or 2 or whatever, or I've already swapped a bunch of them. So turns out when we had a main failure on a 6,000 mile thing, you know, on the ride home, literally, it's a sad, sad story. So
then there's a lot of figuring out what route that the customer wanted to go, if he wanted to go back with factory parts and chance, you know, already making too much power for factory parts, or if he wanted to put some really good stuff in there and handle all the power that he's going to give it.
And so what we ended up with, nice knife edge crank, Texas Speed 416.
Texas Speed 416 Callie's, I want to say Dragon Slayer crank, but don't hold me to it. It's Texas Speed pistons and I think K1 rods.
It's got a lot of good parts on it.
It is a 4-inch stroke now.
We're gonna run the same heads and cam of what we had on this, be able to, we still don't have control over the transmission yet on this thing, but it has been a long time that this thing has been here and trying to decide what to do with it and so on and so forth. So yeah, this has been a major, major, major disappointment. I mean, as soon as we threw it together, we did the supercharger and all that, and then we had a lifter fail on the ride home. And then we decided, okay, the best idea would be let's put heads and cam on it. We'll fix that lifter, no problem. Well, we sure did. Put that lifter in there and everything was good, made good power. And then it spun a rod bearing on the way up. We're being as real as we can be, but we honestly feel that there was nothing that we had done incorrect or anything like that. But we're just sharing with you guys all the good and the bad. And this has been a whole lot of bad, but we're trying to redeem it.
It did take a little bit longer at the machine shop because of the fitting that he had to do for the stroker kit. He actually had to clearance the block, which you can see in these top corners. And if you look down at the pistons had to be clearance for the oil squirters. So
Gil was like, no more oil squirters.
Yeah, a lot of love went into this motor.
And we really do believe that the oil squirters are an integral part to making those pistons last. This is going to be going in really soon. You're putting the final touches on this, as well as another motor that was for next door. Actually, you just parted that over there, huh?
Yeah, that one's gone.
And it is slowly getting back together. However, Laz, I wanted to tell you, I met your brother from another mother. In fact, it was actually you in a different body. So the guy that works with LOJ, named Jay, it was so funny. He was quiet, not really as grumpy, maybe, but he was definitely, you know, he was a little reserved, but a little smart. So, yeah, but it was good. It was really fun. I felt exactly at home, you know, 1,200 miles away.
Have to time to work in some more grumpiness in there.
Yeah. So Laz is a little sick. I guess it makes you a little extra grumpy too. So yeah. This guy's finally getting back together. We're really looking forward to getting this thing done, making some power, and get it off the lift, get it out of our lives.
I need this lift.
Yeah, and actually this is really, he's got double motivation because you're trying to get everything going on your Jeep, and well, this lift's going to be tied up.
Before the Jeep.
Oh, you got to get your truck.
I
Shoot.
need it better daily.
Yeah. Well, Laz's truck's been broke for a little while here, and
Well, it's happened. I'm here at the auto parts store. Gotta try some magic in a bottle. Make this transmission do what it's supposed to do. Notice this Monday night it acted a little bit weird, and yesterday George and I had taken it to lunch and it was not on point for that trip. So came to the auto parts store, see if we can make this old girl live a little bit longer before I need to buy a second trans, because the Jeep trans is kind of expensive. See what happens. It's probably not going to work. What it's doing is it's slipping into like a neutral. Either it's not seeing pressure because it's an internal leak, or the clutch or the converters come apart and started actually getting contamination in the valves and causing a flow issue, and then it's going into limp mode. I don't know. It's magic in a bottle, right? It's really thick. I've been here for like 10 minutes already. Bottle's like half empty.
Well, it's time for Laz to do a trans. We got a Circle D converter going in. We're really excited about that. Laz is going to be able to have a bunch more out of the hole.
And we're going to try a cheap fix and modify a 2-wheel drive trans to work with a 4-wheel drive.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did come across that.
Because I came across one cheap. So that's be real low mileage, reman.
We'll be doing that pretty shortly here. But yeah, we need to get this thing gone so Laz can have a lift, fix his truck, and then build the Jeep. Putting in some after hours, brother.
Well, had a little emergency happen. So 217,000 miles on the old Silverado trans isn't too happy anymore.
After tripling the power and beating the tar out of it.
Not like it's not expected. So
yeah, well, I mean, I think it gave a good fight, honestly. Like, it was, you can't complain. You know, I mean, we thought, honestly, it was probably going to go a little earlier than that, so.
Pretty positive with some of the converter. And,
yeah.
You know, it didn't break, though.
And the other thing, too, we actually never shown your mom's old Vet, which is kind of neat.
Pull that out for a driver.
Well, you drove it here today.
Yeah.
And
I'll be driving it tomorrow, too, though. It'll be daylight.
Yeah, so when Laz and I were in kindergarten, like, this is real. Back when we were in kindergarten, yeah, so I remember Laz's mom picking us up and going, you know, hanging out over at Laz's house and stuff, and man, that's been a while.
2 little kids in the front seat of the Corvette.
Yeah, man. That's why you're pulling this part. You're trying to get this a little bit more drivable
this
now.
This thing was sitting in the corner and just planning on doing the big build on it, but I was like, man, it's still drivable, and I bought another frame to do the build on, so why not slap this back together and drive it a little bit?
Well,
I only got 1 seat left.
Yeah. You've been beating this thing up and stuff off-roading, so show us some of the carnage that you got here.
This is like 4th time doing this. I don't learn my lesson very well. So Dana 30s don't like 37s.
So that's the pieces all that right there.
Yeah, that's some guts out of, well, this guy's broken here too. I want to blame that for causing that to happen, but who knows. And then the axles, they've had a little hard to see, but they are candy cane both. That one's that way and that one's that way.
Yeah. That one's definitely noticeable. I mean, I noticed that one first.
Yeah, you walked up and saw it.
Yeah, and that one, after looking for a little while, I was like, oh, I see it now. Whoa.
But we got some new and improved, bigger stuff coming out. I just gutted it.
Yeah, took everything out.
Now, I want to do a little bit more research. Supposedly, these carrier or the hub bearings on this are the same as the 2-wheel drive model. The older TJs, you had to run a stub shaft, or they'd come apart. So I'm gonna, before I drive this thing, I'm gonna do some more research on that.
Yeah. Well, if somebody knows, please make a comment on it.
You can start stripping it down from getting ready for the next stage of work.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot more bare bones. So you sold off most of your other stuff, though, right? Sort of.
Or it's sitting behind my house, one of the two.
Probably almost 1,000 pounds off this thing.
That's a lot. I definitely raised it up some. About the front, and then I still got to tie up some stuff underneath from where I took off skid plates, and yeah, remember the whole bottom was sheeted in 1/4-inch thick steel.
Yeah. Well, it's part of the whole process, so pretty cool.
It'd be nice to drive it again, though. It's been months.
So, guys, in the next couple of videos, we'll also share with you Laz's mom's Vet. It's definitely been an interesting part of Laz and I growing up. Guys, wanted to share a little something with you here. There's been a lot of little areas here and there where we've had some struggles with the channel and this and that and whatever. And just keep on pressing on. You know, for somebody that might need to hear that out there, you know, we all go through tough times, up and down and stuff. And, you know, there's a little something I wanted to share with you is ask and you will receive, seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open to you. And that is the truth. Perseverance will pay off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, wanted to leave you with a song here, and this one is Rooster by Alice in Chains. Just freaking love that thing, man. If you guys haven't actually heard the backstory about that, it's about a sniper in Vietnam. Pretty cool song. It means a lot more to me now that I understood that a little bit. But anyway, God bless you guys. See you next episode.